time again. It's on a Monday, and it's called Our House Mondays, where you, the gig workers, get to talk. I just simply read out your questions, suggestions, ideas, right? So please use this platform for the next 30 minutes, because that's when I'm on my way to LAX to pick up some private clients from the rideshare professore. I welcome you in the house. Slick Nick, great live feed. I just briefly checked in. I want to wish everyone a magical Valentine's Day. I love these Ghirardelli's chocolates. I got spoiled by all my kids. A lot of love, a lot of cards, a lot of chocolates, and then had an epic day in Malibu at Paradise Cove. There you can see it. We had some cabanas on the beach right there at the cove, little piece of paradise called Paradise Cove, sipping the vino, the wine, the red wine, Irish coffees, Italian food, seafood. Couldn't be better. Perfect weather, perfect friends, and most important of all, perfect wife with lovely kids. Beautiful. And right in front of us, all these pelicans diving in, frickin' fishing for fish. And the beach wasn't that crowded, which was cool because we were right at the end. Got Mark Roughton in the house. Beep, beep. As he comes in there. Anonymous Giraffe, good to see you again. Galactic Rooster, I love it. 6 inches of snow in Austin. Brrr. Listen, if you think there was snow on this beach, I can assure you there was no snow. So if the Austin crowd wants to come over to Cali, we almost at 70 degrees here. Dan is in the house. I welcome my brother. Salute him. Muhammad Khalil is in the house. And good to be here on a Monday. Just another manic Monday. Wish it were Sunday. So do share. I made a couple of videos because people have been, when you do big numbers and have a great week, which they did this last week, people were sharing their numbers. They're like, wow, $3,000, $2,500, $1,200 in 2 days, $700. Like, what's going on? Like, why are some cities hitting it like big time and other cities are like, well, I'm not making that money? Like, why don't they offer the same type of incentives and goals to us in other cities? Now, I think, please correct me, but I think it has a lot to do with the weather, and it has a lot to do with the fact on how many drivers are on the road, how many drivers are back there at the game. So, this big pond where in 2019 you had thousands and thousands of drivers competing over passengers. Well, you've got a smaller crowd of drivers. You still have a big crowd of riders, right? And those pings just come, ping, ping, ping. Now, the money definitely ain't in the food delivery, right? That like sucks. Guy makes like $2, $7. I mean, it's hideous what you're making in food deliveries. But some people are really hitting it big, especially the Philly crowd. By the way, today, why am I excited? Today? Why am I so super excited? Because we are buying a big house, right? We're in the process, putting in bids. And there's a house that I have my eyes on, massive house, beautiful garden, a lot of rooms where I can have a separate room for my own studio. And it's stunning, and we're looking good. We're looking good with our bids. But I said to my wife, even if we don't get it, don't want to get too emotionally attached. We've got one that's right on the water, would be an office like overlooking the water, right? And I said, just don't get too emotionally attached to the house, because there are other people bidding. Now, the good thing is I've probably fixed and flipped 40, 50 homes in my time, bought and sold 600 acres of land, developed it, made a lot of money in real estate and commercial real estate. So I love the game. I know the game, love fixing and flipping. And I'd rather buy a house where you can really make the landscaping off the charts and change the colors, color combinations, tiles, hardwood floors. I'd rather have a little bit of a fixer-upper where I can create a lot of value. Dan, I sent a screenshot of my total earnings on Lyft last week, a ride challenge, and a lot of streak bonuses. I think you did, my friend. I think you did. And again, this was my Valentine there. This little lady there, and we're sitting out there in the sun, drinking the vino, eating the cheeses, and it was a very, very special day. And then all of these frickin' pelicans were just like diving in front of us and just catching fish. And we're like, wow, super cool. Ty Bolter in the house. He says, I'm moving from Detroit to Tucson, Arizona to drive. Listen, I'm going to tell you something about Tucson, Arizona. It is currently one of the 3 hottest markets for housing, right? Best deal. So people are moving to Tucson, San Antonio. I think there's 1 or 2 other Florida cities, and Boise are the hottest real estate markets at the moment. So if you're moving there, you will grow with Tucson, right? I think the big difference is you're moving away from the cold, you're moving into a great area. Even if need be, you could do some driving maybe down in Scottsdale and Phoenix. But I think that's a smart move. I really support you on that, Ty Bolter. I like that. And we can have a separate conversation about some advice there. But that's looking good. So Mohammed Khalil says, is heavy, snowy Michigan in the house? Snow's coming down. I'm glad in a way, Mohammed. I cannot report the same about California. One of the biggest reasons I moved away from Europe was the frickin' snow and the cold. I'm an ocean sunshine guy all my life, wherever I've lived, except for Europe. No thank you to the snow. But I do think if you know how to drive in the snow and you're willing to get out there in the snow and mix it up, money, money, money. What's up, says Lorenzo Davis in the house. Anonymous Giraffe says, we should trace from Calabasas. What are we tracing, my friend? What are we tracing? Are we chasing or tracing? You going to LAX in 30 minutes as well. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm watching the clock because I'm literally in about 20 minutes. I got to hit the road. Maybe we pass each other. Samia Bayani is in the house. I welcome you. Hopefully you all had an amazing Valentine's Day with your partners, with your wives, with your girlfriends, with your family. And I hope they showered you with love. Now, these Ghirardellis, I wish I could hand out a ton of chocolates to you guys because I just have way too much. Got boxes and boxes of chocolates, but I'm going to hit like my favorite one now. I like the C one and I like the caramel. So I'm literally in my thoughts. I'm sharing and eating this with you. Mark Roughton, what are you up to, my friend? What are you up to? So, Avster Bone says, you seem like you inject steroids. Yes, I inject tons and tons of steroids into my body. Steroids of happiness, right? Here in the veins, exactly. How much I take, the guy asked me, how much Viagra do I take? I take 30, 40 pills of Viagra every day, and I have like a boner like this, my friend, right? Like a bull, like a stud, right? So I hope I answered your question. Questions, very odd questions, very weird individual, but there you have my answers, right? No, I'm high on life, buddy. I have a good time. And Afster Bone, here, I've got a giant Viagra pill for you. Enjoy it. Omar San Jose in the house. How are you doing? After Bone, swallow it, enjoy it. Mohammed says the weather in Arizona is brutal with the high temperatures. That is true, but I'd rather take that over the snow. Dan says your post of you covering my story hit top 3 in the world on YouTube. Whoop, 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 whoop. Well, you have a great, Dan, you're going to have an amazing story. You're a kind and giving man. You are the real deal. In my eyes, I know genuine people. Afsterbone asked me a really, really good question already. He says, which gig economy CEO do you hate the most? Now, I don't hate people. I don't really judge people, right? Because I did my business studies and my psychology studies that you shouldn't label individuals, right? Because you don't really know their backgrounds. But there is one individual which I've studied very, very closely. I've looked at his upbringing, where he came from, where he moved to. I looked at his career path. I looked at his CEO choices that he made working for different companies. And that would be Dara Khosrowshahi. So I cannot say I hate Dara. I don't want to use that word. But I like to highlight him as the incompetent fool, right? Because, and I'm just answering your question quickly, because I think the individual has a ton to learn on how you treat gig workers, right? And gig workers can be very loyal people, and they'll work with you as long as you pay them well, as long as you keep them safe, as long as you respect them. Those are a couple of qualities that gig workers like, right? And I call them out. I call the CEOs out that fail. We got Sherelle is in the house, and she says, Dan, you are an inspiration. Truly is an inspiration. Slick Nick says, I'm driving a 2007 Prius from Hire Car. Hopefully this spring I could upgrade to XL or higher. So what I would suggest there is just because you're paying that 200 something per week, hit it, dude. Put in the hours and put the money aside, especially now during the pandemic. Put the money aside for a down payment on a Toyota Sienna or a medium-sized hybrid SUV, right? Lorenzo says Cialis and Red Bull for me. Now that combination, I have not had that combination. I haven't tried out Viagra or Cialis. I was joking early on. I don't need that shit. I've got enough testosterone in my body. But Red Bull, I'm a huge fan of sugar-free Red Bull. I've cut down on it, right? But Red Bull's been good to me throughout my life. They were one of my biggest sponsors of my concerts and raves, supplying hundreds and thousands of dollars of sponsorship money. So I know the US CEO here in Santa Monica. I've worked with the Red Bull team. I know them, and I think it's a great company. And the gentleman in Switzerland or Austria sold that company for several $billion. So, Red Bull, I think, started a whole movement in the United States, and that's energy drinks. They gave birth to Rockstar. They gave birth to Monster. It was Red Bull and the Red Bull advertising and the Red Bull special events. Remember, we did one Red Bull special events with these little Mini Coopers in South Africa promoting these big raves, and they are not shy. They throw a lot of money at sports stars, motocross stars, snowboarders. So I know a lot about Red Bull and the people behind it. I like what they do marketing-wise, right? Sherelle says, Dan, the driving man, I'm looking for a plug-in hybrid. Yeah, he's the guy to ask. Definitely. So he says, why don't you upgrade your OS to Windows 10? If you want to do that, go and spend the money. And my challenge to you, Afsterbone, would be, why don't you start a YouTube channel and get some subscribers? And then when you get there, come talk to me, right? Now, Dan says, Sherelle, PM me. Let me show that one. Abdul Akbari is in the house. Sherelle says, I wanted a full electric EV. Well, you just talk to Dan. He will give you everything you need to know. Now, I've got Ryan Lang, MVP, in the house. He says, happy Monday. You're still going strong, Ryan, and very cool to see you here. I see these little pictures pop up with the faces. I really am a visual person. I remember faces. And when Ryan's little sign comes up, I visualize him. There he is. Good, upbeat. Hope you and your family are doing fantastic, Ryan. Hope you're making money. I hope you're staying safe. And anything I can do for you, Flo Kunle is in the house. Go with the flow, baby. He has an awesome. How's the leg? The leg is getting stronger after that second surgery. Thank you for asking. Bought myself a machine to like activate that area. Slowly getting stronger. Walking around now. I appreciate you asking, Flo. How's the family? How are your kids? Is everything going well? Ryan says, I'm not driving, just chilling. You can always make money again. There's 1,000 ways to skin a cat. There's 1,000 ways to make money. That excuse, like, I don't know how to make money. There's no money to be made. No, BS. The money is on the street. Go and pick it up, right? Just go and pick it up. If you have a little bit of ambition, if you're not lazy, go and pick up the money from the street, right? Or move somewhere. If you want to change is good for you. Go somewhere, research it where you might find, hey, one guy's moving from Detroit to Tucson. It's a big, bold move, right? New opportunities, new territory. Go out there, seize the moment, my friends. Absolutely. Flo says, great, stuck in snow in Texas. Wow, that's crazy to hear that. Texas is in snow. It's like, it's hard to believe, right? Ryan's in Canada, so I'm sure he knows all about snow. And Flo, I would suggest staying inside. I'm not a fan of snow. Listen, if it snows outside, I'll probably have a nice hot Glühwein, which is that Swiss, Austrian, German hot red wine, and look out the window and watch the snow. But you will not find me stomping around in the snow unless, hey, the kids want to go snowboarding or skiing, sure. But I am not the mega fan of snow. Give me a beach, give me some ocean, surfboard, boogie board, and I'm out there. And the Slick Nick says, when I go running, I pick up bottles and cans I find on my route that have CRV, and I add them to my collection, which I cash in when I'm full capacity. See, there we go. Just another way of making cash, right? Danan says we need Uber snowmobiles here in San Luis. That would be interesting. I just wonder how would that work with the mask and out in the cold. You'd have to have spare helmets for these individuals. How many people can you fit on your snowmobile? But if it's possible, they should be paying top dollars. Tech Dahal is in the house. Ooh, reinvented as Nifty 50. I like it. Tech Dahal is now reinvented. I remember it was a little icon showing up, Nifty 50. Now we are calling ourselves Tech Dahal. Got to tell me the story behind Tech Dahal. Why did you move from Nifty 50 to Tech Dahal, or do you have multiple accounts? Are you a man of many, many personalities and images? Tell me about yourself. Ryan says, I remember when you started the golden day of Uber and Lyft. Yeah, absolutely. Hey, listen, in the days when I was referring drivers, some people hated me for it, but I was making bank, $20,000, $25,000, $30,000 a month from referrals. Like, just another way to make money, right? And been teaching that method to many people. Some started their channels and started recruiting and getting drivers. 2019, Uber and Lyft decided, now we can do this ourselves. We're going to cut back on the referrals. We'll spend more marketing dollars. So referrals really ended sort of mid-2019. Brandon W. says Uber Eats is really good here in New York City, which is interesting because all the screenshots that I've been getting, Brandon, have been rather negative, where the people are upset and reporting I'm not making any money on Uber Eats. So I'm happy to hear these type of comments, and I'm happy it's working for you in the NYC, and go with it. But I hope that at least the people are tipping you well. Nothing under 20%, right? Nothing under 20%. Ryan says, I used to make bank too. Did you refer drivers in Canada? That's great. That's great. Sherelle says, hi, Rick. We got Rideshare Road Warrior Rick in the house. There's even snow in Houston right now. Snowing in Austin, snowing in Houston. So he says, where are you, Flo? So Flo, where are you? Where are you hiding out in Texas? Which are you in San Antonio? Are you in Dallas? Are you in Houston? Where are you right now? Mitch Ainsley is in the house. He says it's 5 degrees and I feel like negative 15 in Northwest Indiana. Flo Kunle's in the party city, Austin, Texas. That is a fun city. It's one of my faves in the US, right? Flo, you might want to look up the senator there, Rodney Ellis, amazing guy. Has a house in Austin, has a house in Houston. If you ever want a good guy on your talk show, Rodney Ellis, tell him I sent you. Tector Hull says, I just didn't use my real name before, LOL. My Nifty 50 account is in my MacBook and it's not working. That's cool. That's a good explanation why you switched to that. But send Austin my love, Flo, because that is one cool city. I think it's 5th Street or 6th Street. Tons of parties. Anybody need a chocolate? I have caramel white chocolate, or I have caramel dark chocolate. Which one do you want? I think I'm going to hit the caramel one. Let's see. So I'm going to check out my oh, there we go. Nick's just sent me last week's earnings. Awesome, $1,403. Super proud of you. 115 rides. Wow. If you divide that by 7, you did almost, you did about 15 rides on average per day in that week, and you did 56 hours. If you divide the 1,400 by the 56, I mean, you're looking at a high average of high 20s, right? High 20s. So that's impressive. And if you hit that on regular mode, X mode, or just the regular Lyft mode, that's fantastic. That, my friend, would almost have doubled if you were on XL. Dan says, if you like slower pace, do Instacart in the Midwest. Tips are usually more than the delivery fees. Best average tips ever, 50%. Wow, over 100% averages. Just communicate with your customer and go above the up. Give them all. Communication, nice words, have a great day, thank you for your order. Just little things go a long way, right? Chocolate goes a long way with me. 6th Street. Flo, I wish I was partying with you on 6th Street right now. I got many crazy stories to tell you about 6th Street. Crazy stories. Good stories. I love chocolate, man. I love frickin' chocolate. Could eat this shit every day, but I promise you'll get fat. Carlos Garcia in the house. Okay, Slick Nick, that's good feedback. After rental costs, the gentleman I just showed you that made the 1433. I'm just monitoring a flight here when it's coming, so I check if the times of the arrival time has changed. So I've got to sort of see when I leave. So I'm eyeing this as I'm talking to you guys, because I'd say in about 10 minutes I got to rock and roll. 10 minutes. Please remind me when 10 minutes is up, because then I've got to get in the car and drive. But I'm going to keep this. And I just got another booking. Very early 5 a.m. booking. Wow. Coming back. Money isn't funny in the rideshare professor's world. So Dan says, Nick at night and day. Great job. Cool. Ryan says, make that money. I agree with you, Ryan. Got to make that money, right? Ooh, wifey just arrived. Wifey just got back. Got a new little BMW sports car. She drives around like a frickin' NASCAR driver. Oh, there she is. You can hear her laugh. Very distinct laugh. Come over here. Come over here. Go on camera, baby. They're waiting. They're waiting to see your smile.
No.
Come over here.
No, I've been
Hiking. So what? She's been hiking. She's like, just pop your head in quickly. Big smile. Kiss for your husband. And off she goes. Thank you. So Dan sends 13 more thumbs up. Exactly. So listen, I got 6 thumbs up. Here I'm batting for you guys. Here I'm clubbing. I'm clubbing for you guys, and I got 6. Show me the likes, right? Because one thing I do very, very well is I get under these CEOs and these executive skins, under the attorneys, mix it up, empower drivers, put money in their pockets, help them file lawsuits, help them make more money. For that, my friends, I need deux, 2 of these, 2 of these, right? The Miller Park Minute. Luckily, I called a tow truck, but now Uber won't pay me for my tow. So what happened there? I mean, how did you end up having to get a tow truck? And I've never ever heard Uber or Lyft pay for a tow truck. I've never ever have I. Like, they just won't do that. But the one thing I can suggest, AAA is phenomenal. And when you go for AAA, go for the big package, right? Don't save on AAA, because AAA will save the day. It's saved me a few times. Flo says, haha, there she is. Yeah, she was like, pew, pew, in and out. Miller Park said, called Uber support, and they said, call urgently. I did in an hour wait in sub-zero temps. I see. Okay, so you broke down and you were out in the thing, and then you got a tow car. But yeah, I mean, were you expecting Uber to pay for your tow? I don't think so. So Ryan says, you still going hard, right, Chair Professor? Going hard, my friend. Why not? Balls to the wall, right? Why go in soft? Either do it. The time. Okay. Another 5 minutes. We'll do another 5. I want to stick in here for another 5 minutes. Mohammed says, does anyone know the music on Uber when callers are on hold? That music drives me crazy. They play that same crap over and over again. It's like, drives you dilly. Mohammed says, does anyone know the music? Oh, I already said that. Trying to read. I think I've covered all your messages. I'm just keeping an eye on the clock. And then to answer Ryan's question, going in hard to me just means living life to your fullest, right? You have 24 hours, make the best of the 24 hours, right? So, like today, for example, I spent a couple quality hours with my kids. I've been helping my 17-year-old getting a lot of driving lessons in. He's about to do his driver's license. And then my 13, 14-year-old, 13, I'd say. Who are you going to call? CEO Buster. I like it. Who are you going to call? CEO Buster. So yeah, then he said, hey, Dad, can I maybe do a little bit of driving? He's never driven, right? He's only driven like these ATVs and off-road vehicles with me. And I said, remember when you drove that all-terrain vehicle in Utah up in the mountains? Remember when I let you drive? What did you do, right? You had your gears, you had your brake, you had your accelerator and your steering wheel. Car works fairly much the same, right? So I took my Ryan, 13-year-old, to a big corporate park, no cars today, President's Day. And I taught him how to drive around. And the kid did phenomenal. There's no fear. Right? There's no fear. He hit the accelerator once too much, but I told him like what you got to do. So we're driving around this office park, left turns, indicator. And he says, Dad, I really, really like driving. Can we do it again? I said, absolutely. Right, but we're not going to jump on them. The kid's just going on to 14 years old. but he's eager to learn how to drive now. And I trust my kid. I trust him in my car. And there was no speeding or any crazy driving, but we had a great day, a great day. I was in the Escalade. I let him drive the freaking Escalade. I let the 13-year-old drive my Escalade. I'm like, whatever, you smash it, you smash it. Big deal, right? But I just said, just touch that accelerator. You don't want to push it down because 6.2 liter, it will take off. And he's driven a lot of like off-road vehicles, so he had a good feel for this vehicle, and I'm like mega proud of him. Hey, in fact, let's call him up right now. Let's see. Will he or won't he pick up? He might be gaming. What's up? What's up? Hey, what's all this like? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, dude, what did you do this afternoon?
I drove.
What car did you drive?
I drove through a parking lot.
You drove through a parking lot, but what car did you drive?
I drove a Cadillac.
And what did your dad say after the 1 hour of driving?
He was congratulating me.
I was congratulating you. You know why I congratulated you?
Yeah, because I'm going to be an asset driver.
You're good, right?
Yeah, I'm going to be good.
Listen, tell the people in this room that are watching you right now, tell them that you really had a good time and you enjoyed driving, right? Am I right or wrong?
Yeah, I had a lot of fun.
You had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Do you think you'd be a better driver than your brother one day?
Yeah, of course.
Of course, you see. Good. So give them a shout out in the room.
What's up, guys?
That's Ryan shouting out, and I'm glad you had fun. I'm super proud of you because you did an excellent job. Love you.
Yeah, thank you for taking me, Dad. That was fun.
Yeah, cool. Thank you. Welcome.
Again.
We'll do it again next Sunday. Love you. Bye.
Dad,
Yes.
let's go.
Let's go. Just tell the people, let's go. Thumbs up.
Let's go.
Let's go. Thumbs up. Thumbs up. Everybody, thumbs up. Thumbs up.
Thumbs up, thumbs up.
Bye, buddy.
Love you, Dad.
Love you. Bye. So yeah, that's my little character now. I'm really watching the clock, and the car is calling me. Sherelle says my dad let me drive his van when I was 14. You see, that's why I did it, Sherelle, because I learned how to drive when I was 14. My dad taught me how to drive on the beach, manual, in a little VW bug, right? A manual, like a beach buggy, right? That's where I learned how to drive. What can you hit on a beach? I could drive into a sand dune. Worst case scenario, I could drive into the ocean, but I had a lot of space to drive this little beach buggy, and to pop the clutch, drop the clutch, stall the car. But I think everybody's driven a manual. There's not 2 pedals, there's 3 pedals. You've got the accelerator, the brake, and the clutch. And that's how I learned to drive at 14. Sherelle learned how to drive a van when she was 14. Ryan's driving my Escalade, and he's just barely 14. So that's how we roll. We teach those youngsters young. Slick Nick says I learned at 17 and got my license at 19. Sweet. So I'm gonna make this short today. I apologize that it's usually the half the length, but it's been a super busy Sunday, looking at houses, putting in bids, reading inspection reports, communicating with wifey, and we had a great day with quite a bit of wine and food yesterday. So today was just chill mode. And as far as I know, I've read out every person's message. Dan Ann says, yes, same here. Volkswagen Beetle, little VW bugs with a clutch. Legend cars. Love those things. And then Slicknick says, I drove a Chevy Suburban with a 6.2 liter V8. Ooh. Mohammed Khalil, I appreciate you. Thank you, everyone. Let's just light up the room with a lot of emojis, a lot of color, a lot of these things, a lot of hearts, a lot of glitter, a lot of color. Light it up so I can take a picture. And then we set the frequency for the week, right? We put it out there in the universe. So just light it up with thumbs up and just tons of emojis. Mark Roughton's usually really, really good at this. Sherelle's really good at this. I know Sherelle knows how to hit those emojis. So light it up, light it up, light it up. And then I'm going to be on my way. There we go. See, I told you. Sherelle's coming through. Sherelle's setting the tone there. Light it up, people. Light the room. I want to see color. I just want to see the whole frickin' screen filled with color. Light it up. Light it up, light it up, light it up. And I made one of these things for Valentine's Day for my kiddos. Live, love, laugh, right? Just made them pictures when they were small. They're like, wow, you have all those pictures? Yeah. Take a ton of photos. And kids love that. Kids love that. Light it up, guys. Light it up. There it is. Sherelle's lighting it up. Sherelle knows. Okay, let me... I know we can get more. That's it. That's the frequency we're setting for the week, right? That's you guys right over there. Thanks, Sherelle. Thank you, everyone. Drive safe. Keep those masks on. Disinfect those cars, right? Don't forget. Don't forget these things, folks. Don't forget to wear these things. Insist that your drivers wear these. Muy importante. Oh, Mohammed Khalil is lighting up the room. Dan's lighting it up. Oh, I like this picture. We've got the rainbow over the rainbow. Damn, look at that. Light it up, light it up, light it up, light it up. That's you guys. All right, my friends, I had fun. 37 minutes strong right now. But LAX, Los Angeles International Airport, is calling. Laters, everyone. Laters, alligators. Have a good one. And a lot of Valentine's love for you guys out there. Thank you for supporting my channel. Thank you for being troopers. Thank you for being you. Thank you for being you. Have a good one, my friends. Take care. And maybe a super ultra quick shout out. Oh, there's another video I got going. Those are the numbers I was showing you. 3,000, 2,000. These are Philly drivers reporting mega high numbers this week, right? Share your numbers, share your city, share the platform. I want to see the numbers from last week. This is, February 8th to February the 15th. This ending this Sunday, right, or Monday morning, 4 o'clock. Share your numbers so we get an idea. And then also, one last thing before I leave. If you have not signed up with them, at least sign up for that free month through the Rideshare Professor. Sign up. There's a link below. They have a prompter now on the front page where you can say, hey there, you have any questions? Do go through to the link that I'll be dropping in the video below. The packages start at $7 a month, and it's called the Gig Protection Plan with Cova. Cova has been good to me. I've tested them. I'm with the platform. I've referred a lot of people to Cova. And so far, the people are very happy with the service. Now, some, I don't know why, and I've asked this question several times, some have not been admitted on their platform. Some of the people, and they said that they have sort of a qualification process to become part of Cova. I find that a bit odd. And I've asked the people at Cova, why do you sort of qualify 90% of the drivers and the other 10% you don't qualify? What are the qualification criteria for getting on Cova? I'm still seeking some answers, but in general, the 90% that are on board are happy and have taken advantage of things like the legal protection, the letters that go out for them in case you get deactivated, advancing yourself money, the 24/7 health service, automatic mileage tracking, which is a cool one. So they've partnered with some pretty substantial companies. And at this point, I've got to go. because now I need to drive a little bit faster. LAX is calling. Adios, muchachos, from the one and only Our House Mondays. Your house, our house Mondays. I will be back, same show next Monday. Haven't missed one Monday since the day I've started this. And have a great one. Bye-bye.